They would say, "Oh, do you have InfoWest?" when they meant, "Do you have the internet?" We were the very first internet provider. The second in the state of Utah. We got beat by a little bit by another company, but in our markets, we were first. And what that meant was nobody even knew what the internet was or how it worked, so it was great. We were, the bleeding edge of technology on everything. Back then it was dial-up internet.
I was a technology geek. I wanted to see what's going on at the Louvre, or what the weather is going to be looking like, or what can I see on a satellite photo. Those kinds of things were just exciting for me. But also was that connection with other people that I couldn't have before, that the internet opened up.
My name is Kelly Nyberg. I'm the president and CEO of InfoWest. I'm also one of the founders.
I'm Randy Cosby. I'm COO at InfoWest. I started here in the very first days of the company. I was involved with computers and bulletin board systems back in the late 80s. So I always loved having that connection with other people that I couldn't necessarily have in real life. So I would talk to people, I would chat with people, we'd email type of systems back in the day. So when the internet came out, and that just expanded way beyond what I had done earlier. So that was exciting.
So when we started InfoWest, I was working at the local university here called Dixie College, and I worked in the Center of Excellence, which is designed to give students a real world tie to business. And so that's what I was doing. Randy was also at the university going to school.
Dixie College, which is now Utah Tech University, at that time got themselves onto the internet, and they seemed to have a good environment for letting us explore things and poke around in things that maybe typically you wouldn't be able to. So I had a job as a lab assistant, and I found the internet.
And so we got together through the Center of Excellence and at the university where we started the business. We had no formal education in internet because it didn't exist. We developed the first website in the state of Utah just by jumping in and figuring it out and learning it. And so the feeling was very exciting, but we learned by doing. Starting from day one, we did it all. I was out installing internet, I was doing all the marketing, I was doing web design, we were doing business contracts and legal stuff and accounting, and all those hats. We eventually bring on more people and they help out.
Yeah, we didn't know what we didn't know. We didn't know what to fear or what to be excited about. We just went out and did it.
My name is Jackie Dearden. I'm the Director of Operations here at InfoWest, and I've been here 28 and a half years. I was the third employee here at InfoWest. They brought me on to be an owner early on. They brought me on to be part of their board.
Our mission is to provide the ultimate internet experience, one customer at a time. We want that one customer to feel like they're our only customer.
I think one of the things that really stands out from the very early days, we were doing dial-up internet, and it was exploding. We were adding dozens of customers every day. And then all of a sudden the phone lines started getting busy. And it wasn't because we didn't have enough modems, there wasn't enough phone lines. The phone company couldn't keep up with us. They couldn't route the calls, and things would go to busy signals. And we made this decision that, okay, we are not going to add more customers. We're not going to just get all the money we can by hooking up as many people as we can. We're going to give a good experience, and that's going to slow us down, and it's going to keep us from growing, and we're going to have to deal with that somehow. I think those kinds of decisions early on that we were able to agree on, that we have the same ethics on those kinds of things, have helped us moving forward. That decision there, I think, was typical of that, the seed of what was going to happen later. We want to be coming to customers with solutions, not with just, I'm going to sell and I'm going to be out of here. I want to be a partner. And I think that theme has gone through the years, whether it's working on charity events, whether it's just trying to get a better solution for somebody that we may not make as much money on, but we know it's going to work better for them. Those kinds of things, I think, have really shaped the trust that people have in us, that we're going to be here, we're going to give them the best job that we can, we're going to give them the best service that we can, and we're going to do what we can to make not just a relationship, but to make them successful with what they have.
So I'm Sherry, I work with Townsquare Media. Townsquare is a national multimedia network. So we do radio broadcasting in all of the areas that we're in, but we also offer streaming services and digital marketing and advertising. So the relationship between Townsquare and InfoWest goes back decades. So that partnership that we've had with them has just been, key for us to be able to drive good quality product to our listeners, and in turn we rely on them to provide good quality service to us, and it's just been a really, really good relationship. InfoWest is very community driven, as is Townsquare, and so we work well to support each other to make sure that the community gets the clear and concise messages and information that it needs to. We really don't want to have to explain our setup every time we need to have support. So having someone with InfoWest that has the familiarity means issues get resolved faster. We can focus on keeping things running. It also builds that trust, knowing that we're working with someone who already understands our specific needs and challenges. It's really important for us to have a partner that is willing to jump on it when there is an issue, so we don't have, those long, hey, why is the station out kind of moments. So they've just been fantastic to work with, and that's important for us to be able to trust them to know that if we do have an issue, that those issues are going to be taken care of and handled quickly.
My name is Jordan Bartholomew. So I'm a teacher at Vista School in Ivan. I'm a robotics coach there. Vex Robotics is a platform that's used to teach students 21st century skills. And then another part of that is the competition side, where every year there's a challenge. The students are given a game scenario, and the students will design, build, program, and compete with a robot. I reached out to InfoWest a few years ago to see if we could get a partnership or a sponsorship, and that kind of opened the door to an awesome partnership where they've come in and they've helped sponsor some of our events, and they've helped sponsor our state championship in the past, providing shirts and things, and they've been a very generous sponsor to help us get to the World Championships the last several years. They offer to send employees out to be judges, and that's a huge part of the VEX competition. And they might not know things about robotics, but they know stuff about technology or the design process or engineering, and they ask these students great questions, and those students can get awarded some pretty prestigious awards from those interviews. So we really appreciate having InfoWest out to provide those judges. And I think our partnership with InfoWest, through the different things that they do in the community and what we're doing, I think is definitely providing the students and the youth with opportunities to explore technology and be prepared for what's coming.
Welcome to Liberty Village. My name's Cameron Chatwin. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour. Liberty Village is an immersive experience. We are teaching and helping people understand the passion for liberty and ultimately what America stands for, its values. And our values are based off of freedom, faith, and family. We reside here in Hurricane, Utah, on 32 acres of land, but we're helping building and replicating colonial America. We could not do this without our partnership with InfoWest. InfoWest is absolutely incredible with what they've been able to do, from the infrastructure to being able to help us with our teaching module. We're going to have an app when you come to Liberty Village. It's a free app that will be able to have you be able to be immersed into being able to create your own avatar. You can walk around these 13 colonies to be able to hear the bells of Philadelphia all the way to the shores of New Jersey. That avatar will be able to personally communicate with Benjamin Franklin utilizing AI technology. That infrastructure that we've been able to utilize, our partnership with InfoWest, will continue to grow. We love to support local. InfoWest is helping keep and maintain our relationships here within our community. We're expanding with our curriculum, going up to Iron County and Kane County, where InfoWest also has opportunities to be able to provide that internet experience. We want to serve the community, and that's why we've partnered with InfoWest is the impact that they create here locally within southern Utah. InfoWest has been able to provide Liberty Village with high-speed fiber optic internet. That allows us to be able to grow, to expand, and also allow us to be able to welcome even more guests into Liberty Village. Our partnership with InfoWest allows us to be able to have the infrastructure, the capacity, the ability to be able to be connected, so wherever you are going to be located or wherever you travel within our 32 acres here at Liberty Village, you will always be connected. Liberty Village is an immersive experience. With our partnership with InfoWest, it's allowed us the chance to not be distracted by these different towers that might be appearing for you to be able to connect it. We've been able to do it discreetly. And the reason why is because we want you to be fully immersed in your experience here. And InfoWest has provided a way and the ability to not be distracted by the outside world.
My name's Quinn Allgood, and I'm the co-founder of Tagno Car Wash. Tagno Car Wash is a locally founded car wash here in Utah, and we've been here for the last 10 years washing cars and innovating. The internet is important for us at the car wash as we're running our transactions. Our membership model is ran off of our internet, and so we're verifying that every single membership works properly. When it works, it runs through, it opens up the gate, the cars get through and in line, and we send things through, and everything is based off of our networking. InfoWest is our internet provider in the southern Utah area. We love InfoWest because the local aspect of things. As somebody that really appreciates attributing to the success of the communities that we're in, we love to partner with other businesses that are also part of the communities and give back. And InfoWest does an amazing job with that. This is great with customer service, and that's one thing that why we really chose them. I mean, one of the biggest things about business is making sure that you can always run, right? And so having somebody that can take care of you and having that customer service and support. So if we've ever had issues with internet, the nice thing is we can pick up the phone and get those things taken care of right away. And that's what we care about with our own business, is making sure that the customers are taken care of it. And that's what we feel with InfoWest as well, is that they're able to take care of us whenever there's any sort of issue. I've talked a lot about community and how it's important to us, and the partnerships that we choose have to fall in line with who we are. That's why we want to continue to do the same thing and partner with local companies that care, such as InfoWest. One cool thing that we were able to do a few years ago was to be able to give away a car. We were able to partner with a local salvage yard that had a car that was actually in pretty decent shape. It just needed a little bit of work. And InfoWest gave $500 worth of gas to this. And it was awesome to see, because this was for a family in need that didn't have transportation, and they were part of a switch point community. And so we were able to partner in with so many different people and businesses to be able to make this dream for a family and give this all the stuff for it.
Well, my name's Jerry Smith, and we're in St. George, Utah at the villas at Sun River. Well, I actually own a business in Denver, Colorado, and I'm kind of the bookkeeper. I'm on the internet a lot. It's very important to me that I have good, reliable service all the time. And I've done my research on InfoWest, and they seem to have a very good reliability rate. And speed is also important to me. I'm going to start out with the lowest speed, but the beautiful thing with InfoWest, I can upgrade that speed at any time if I feel like I need more. So that's important to me. Also very important to have a local company. When I call in, I want to talk to someone that lives here, somebody that knows if we do have an outage or there's a reason why I'm calling. And if I need to upgrade my service, I feel like they will accommodate me in a very timely manner. So all the reasons why I really like InfoWest. And if you drive around our neighborhood here, you will see the InfoWest vehicles here a lot. So I've asked a lot of people, how's it work? And I get very positive responses.
Over the history of our company, we've done a ton of acquisitions. We've done probably 14 or 15 acquisitions, and that historically has been really fun and challenging for me. being able to take those pieces and put them together with our own and make it work, it's always been a challenge for us. There's so many juggling balls going on during an acquisition, and some are small and some are large, and they all have their unique challenges. But I think with the team that we have, we can really rely on, and we've got really good at acquisitions and just taking care of the customer first and foremost, and the employees.
Every acquisition that we've had has had its own unique pricing, its own unique services and speeds, and some of them have come with employees, some of them have not, and we just address it as they come to us. It's not easy, but Sonar have tools to make it easier. There are times when we've acquired companies that also use Sonar. That of course makes it much easier than if they don't. But being able to import everything, the API that our team uses to be able to import the data from their current system and bring it over into it. And in the larger acquisitions that we've done, we've always ended up reaching out to Sonar, being able to work with a rep to try to clean things up and make sure we get all of the data imported correctly into the new system, so that there's not quite so many bumps or bruises along the way. And overall, I think they've gone quite well.
We've got a long-term relationship with Sonar, and we've been able to be a part of the company.
We realized that we had outgrown the 16 different systems that we use for scheduling and billing and calendaring and ticketing and customer support, all these different systems that we were trying to get to talk to each other, and realize we're not a software development company. We need to find somebody that can help us put that together and glue it together. We were looking at a couple different vendors, and Sonar just had something that seemed cohesive, that seemed to get our industry, and we've just grown with them ever since. It was a big investment, I'll say that. When we're doing our own stuff and building it ourselves, hey, it seems like it's free, but realizing that it's not. It's taking our time, it's taking our focus away from the customer and putting it into how am I going to build this system and continually upgrade it and fix it. It just became unsustainable. And Sonar really stepped up to the table with a solution that has evolved with us, but has also kind of foresaw what things we would need as we grew before we grew. So I've been impressed with that. I've been really impressed with how it's worked out the last couple years with new leadership and with new direction. As we're thinking more like a business and less like a technology company, so is Sonar. And it's been a good thing to see that our feedback is being listened to, and features that we talked about are starting to pop up.
Since Sonar was small, we initially worked with Sonar's founder and core initial team of developers, and that was great because we were able to build a really good relationship from a vendor perspective. And us, we're all about relationships and building those, and so we were able to do that early on with Sonar, and that's been a real benefit for us. And the ability for Sonar to look at our needs and listen to our needs. Over time, there's been a lot of development of the platform, and we've changed a lot too. And so we've been able to see that as we've had needs, Sonar's listened, and they've thrown that in their development cycles, and those are now things that we use on a day-to-day basis. And we see that that's a real strength in the partnership that we have.
Every day I'm in Sonar, I have too many tabs to count that are open with Sonar. I do like what Sonar has done the last couple of years that have made not only mine but everybody else's jobs a lot easier. The webhooks, the instant links that they have there that we've been able to integrate with our systems to have quick access to go exactly where we want that is linked with that customer's account. That saves a lot of time and logging in and logging out. That's been nice. Inventory has been great. Just having the anchor and linked addresses, huge for us. It allows us to be able to keep track and control more of all of the individual HOAs and apartment complexes that we have that have unique rates or services that are available to them. Where before everybody would have to ask, what is this? Where, what options can I give this customer? What services can be provided? How quickly can they be provided? What's the maximum that they can get to? And now with those, we're able to determine exactly what rates are available. It's a very small list for them to choose from. They're not choosing incorrect packages or prices or services. And it's made it so much better. That's probably our favorite. I know one thing that's been great for the installers is the offline ability for them to be able to see the jobs and the job notes, be able to upload photos, be able to get signatures when they're out of cell service, and everything is time-stamped and geocached, so when they get back into service, everything is right there and there's no questions or no issues when they're on site with the customer. That's been really, really helpful. Another reason why we liked Sonar, it was all-in-one, one-stop shop. We had our billing system, we had our calendaring system, we had our ticketing system, where previously we had all of those separate. Bringing them all into one system made it really convenient and allowed us to be able to train quicker because we weren't training all of these different programs. That made it really nice. Everybody has access to all of the same information. You don't have to have different logins when you're viewing different information, and that's made it really nice. Allowing us to have webhooks to be able to use the API and be able to use our in-house knowledge, and developers to be able to even customize it more has been extremely helpful, because not every internet provider is the same and they don't have the same needs. And within the companies themselves, each department is going to have unique needs, but I feel like it really works well with each of the departments in allowing them to be able to do their work quick and efficiently.
I think the biggest thing that stuck out to me was our migration from 1.0 to 2.0. That was a big sticking point across the industry. It was a big change. Once we took the dive, you guys were with us from A to Z, and you made sure it happened. And we came back at you and said, okay, this isn't working right, or we don't understand how this works, and it got addressed. There's people on the other end. It's not just a technology, and I appreciate that. That's kind of how we work. We want to see our partners work the same way. We are using Sonar Pay. It was pulling in multiple systems and getting them to synchronize and balance. Now we're all in one, and I like that. I've actually taken another company onto Sonar Pay, and the accounting office was just like, no, it works the way it is. And now they're just like, okay, it's done, go ahead. It just works. So I appreciate it, and it works, but it's been smooth. Ability to track payments directly to customers, directly to invoices is really nice. And over time, I learned to build a team that I could trust to make that happen. That took a long time because I was always in the middle of it. We climbed the towers. We went out there and fixed things when there were floods or lightning strikes. Letting go of that and trusting people and trying to inspire them with that same kind of passion for serving the customer with awesome technology kind of led us to where we are today.
I get a lot of satisfaction, again, not only seeing our customers flourish in what they do by using our services, but also our employees. It is great to be able to see that we impact the lives of everybody, and to be able to be a part of their lives and to grow those relationships. That's really fulfilling for me.
I have always enjoyed coming to work because I felt like it was my family. And as I moved up in the company and became more involved, I wanted that to continue on and everybody to feel that same way as well. Getting to know the employees, getting to know their families, what their likes and dislikes are. It's a very good work-life balance. They've always supported people with families, and they've always allowed me to be able to be a mom, but still be a full-time employee and feel valued in both roles, where I didn't have to pick one versus the other. We've been very, very lucky with the people that we've brought in, the talent and the passion that they bring to make this company great.
would hope that our culture bleeds into every employee that we have, and that they treat our customers in a way that like I said before, that as if they're our only customer. But now we've got offices all over the state and employees that are spread out all over. So we rely on our team leads and our supervisors and our managers that we do interact with on a day-to-day basis to hopefully pass on that culture and that desire for us to put the customer first.
Hey, it's Fred, your neighbor, with InfoWest, the Internet people. Do I actually work for InfoWest? Well, that's been a question that people do ask, because there is Fred, your neighbor, here at InfoWest. It's on the radio commercials, different places throughout the community. I am Fred. I am with InfoWest and have been this month for 10 years. I love, first and foremost, the people. If it wasn't for the people that I work with, probably would quit or go somewhere else or retire. But I can't retire, I can't quit, because I love the people with whom I work. And it's been a great association for all these years. I love coming to work, and one thing that I am with InfoWest, I am passionate about InfoWest. I believe in InfoWest. I'll be part of InfoWest.
Yeah, we like to build partnerships with events, with cities, municipalities, anybody that's putting on some type of event that's going to require some internet. And we love it. We love being able to support that. Whenever we have the chance, and if there's a need, we would love to, we love to respond to do that. And we've supported all kinds of organizations that call this place home when they do an event.
We're big with doing local community things, anything from backpack, giveaways.
Well, it can be kind of crazy. We've already done a couple of cities, and I think in the first 20 to 30 minutes, we'll give away 100 or 200 backpacks in some of those other places we've already done. But the greatest thing about it is the kids. They're so excited. There's some that are shy, but there's some that are super excited and get in line and they get to pick out, the backpack that they love. And we just love being able to see that and experience it and be a part of it. I think for me, the most fulfilling thing is when I'm out and about and around town, I'll see a doctor's office or a restaurant or, maybe a city office building or something that's using our service. And it's just fulfilling to know that, you're walking in and you're thinking this business is relying on us as a critical part of what they do. And it's very fulfilling to be a part of that. I don't think we looked that far in the future. When we first started, we just were trying to get, the next best thing. And at the time, we were really bootstrapping the company, trying to build it on core principles that we believed in. And so my younger self would probably want to say, hey, stick with our core values, and I think that'll bring success to you. And I think that's kind of what we've done. I think that for us, our priority is the customer and providing the quality, reliable service. But it's technology, and we're not perfect, and we're going to make mistakes, and technology is going to fail, but we want everybody to know that when that happens, and if that happens, we are going to be the company that steps up. We're going to be the ones that take care of you, and you can rely on.
I'm proud that I'm an owner. I was proud that I could serve on the board here. I've been proud of all of the accomplishments that I've been able to make that I didn't think that I would ever. So it'll be interesting to see. I always have told people forever that this will be my only job and I'm going to work it until I die. So hopefully I leave a good legacy and I've left some people with good experiences on my way there. It's exciting to see where the company is going and where it's been. It's incredible when I look back when we first had dial-up service and we had a pizza party for when we hit 500 customers. And now that seems like such a small amount, but back then it was such a big win for us to be able to reach that goal.
And that was a crazy ride. And then we went into DSL type of infrastructure and internet, and then we transitioned into cable internet for a time, and then wireless internet, and now fiber internet. So as technology has advanced, we've tried to be right on the leading edge of it. So we feel like it's important to develop time and resources to technology so that we can stay ahead. At InfoWest, we have a DevOps team. Their goal is to make sure that we are looking ahead and building our systems and our networks so that we can stay in front of the curve. We've been in business, I think, 31 years now, just a little over that. And we do have customers, which is funny, they'll say, oh, I've been with InfoWest 35 years. They're so proud and excited to say that they've been with us since the early days of dial-up. And they'll even say, longer than we've been in business. And it's awesome to hear that. We have got a really loyal, customer base.
But we try to focus on the people, not just the technology.
We are the internet people. That's one of our